1972 Volkswagen Beetle. It did start its life as a 1600 GT. It is now an 1800. As you can see, it has been quite extensively modified. It has this body kit on it, so the front and rear arches are fiberglass, and they are 2 inches wider than standard. So obviously, as you can see, really big on the rear and the front. It's fiberglass body kit going along the bottom. It's got your louvers and things on the back. And then a custom interior. Like I say, it's had some engine work, so it's an 1800 plus some other bits. If you read the description, we'll detail everything that we know has been done to it. But in the video, we'll have a look at the bodywork, the interior, we'll get it started up, things like that. The bonnet, we'll start on the bonnet. It does have some rust on the bottom here, some here, and this tape over here. Now, the owner has a new bonnet, which is the longer style one with the lower valance to go with it, in primer, good condition, ready to go. He has said he'll give that to anybody that buys the car if they want to go for that longer bonnet look, or of course you can repair that one. It's had the LED sort of halo ringed lights put in on both sides. We'll turn them on in a second, have a good look at those. It's finished in this sort of lovely brown metallic colour. It's a very, very nice colour. Front wing, we've got a little bit of a chip in the paint here. And a tiny little crack in the arch there. Obviously, a nice set of wheels and tyres on there. This fiberglass side skirt one's tightened up at this corner here. We've got a little bit of sort of marks where it's been sort of lent on and things like that. There's a couple of cracks in it down the bottom there, which do appear just to be in the paint. They're not sort of integral or anything like that. They just want sorted out. Driver's door itself is nice. Do have a little bit of a bubbly mark in the paint there. And we've got the usual rust on this seam here. The roof is all nice and straight. If we have a look at that, again, you can have a good look at that brown colour. Even as it stands, it wants a really good polish. We've given it a quick clean, but a good polish will make a difference. Obviously, there is other issues to address on the bodywork itself. This rear wing and quarter is in nice condition. Round the vent and everything is good. We do have a little bit of a crack in the paint here and some bubbling down the bottom on the gutter. Obviously no issues with corrosion on the arches because they're, let's say, fiberglass. Fitment on the back I think is really good. And then another good wheel and tyre. Got a couple of little marks in the lights around. And then we've had these louvers added on the back there at some point, which I think look really cool. They suit the car. They are proper Autoplast ones, so they're not the cheap Chinese ones. And then you've got this lower vent cover as well. Street machine badge as well, so I'm guessing that was the name of the car when it was on the show scene. Bit of bubbling around this light as well. And then obviously it's got a custom exhaust. We'll start it up in a second because it does sound wicked. While we're here, we'll have a quick look in the engine bay. Like I say, it's an 1800 twin carb. There is no corrosion along this bottom bit here, which is normally where you find it. That's all nice and clean. And onto the passenger side. Got a little bit of bubbling around this rear vent here. Look at the bonnet, the roof, you can see that's nice and tidy. All the glass is good. This rear wing area is nice again. You got a little bubble here, but that's it. This rear arch again is decent. You've got a little mark here, and that's about it. And then the same sort of thing on the side skirt, so a couple of cracks in the paint. It's obviously been a show car at some point, but it does need some TLC to get it back to where it should be. So you see a bit of bubble in there at the bottom of the seam. And then this front arch is actually quite good. A couple of little marks in it there. But to be fair, if this thing was flawless, the price would be triple at least, I would say. Onto the interior, so it's got this custom white interior. You've got black door cards, painted doors tops, and then you've got these white bucket seats, which actually are really surprisingly comfortable. A little bit of wear on the leading edge of the seat there, but other than that, actually is really good. Behind here, we've got the original bench, which is nice. A couple of speakers on the parcel shelf. The rear bench wants a clean, but it is good. There's no rips or tears or anything in it. Headlining wise, that's all good. There's a couple of little marks here and there, but it's not sagging or falling down or anything like that. Obviously VW style steering wheel, I think what looks to be a Mountney. It's showing 43,000 miles. We'll put in the description what we know as far as sort of history and what mileage we think it's on, that sort of stuff. So check that out. It does have an immobiliser fitted, and it's got like a scat short shifter in there, as well as the larger rev gauge with the shift light and all that sort of stuff. And then it's got these aftermarket switches, but obviously keeping with the show car theme, it all kind of works. Mobiliser and everything all works, which is nice. I'll have a look under here as we go around. You've got to push down when you open it, it will come up, there we go. So you've got your spare wheel in there still with a jump pack in case you need that. And it is carpeted. Underside of the bonnet and everything's all right. And actually around here, apart from there the glue is where the seal was, is pretty corrosion free. It's nice, it's decent. So there you go. Another good door card on the passenger side. And again, this seat is lovely and clean, lovely and tidy. Carpet set and everything in here is nice and dark, it's not faded. Got this leather dash as well. Get round and start it up. So like I say, it does have an immobiliser fitted, it's just on the centre console. Just like I say, it does make a lovely noise. There you have it, we'll give it a little bit of a blip. So there you have it. Volkswagen Beetle X show car. Any more questions, please get in touch. Thank you.